Hey everybody, it's time for another real life superhero intro, and this time it's time for another skinny group. It's time for another skinny jeans sweatsuit with zipper gloves and tape, shades and COVID mask intro for a new series of real life superhero videos. Instead of taking the daytime intros I already did and mixing them with the nighttime intros, for some odd reason the next video I'm about to do, I never felt like doing it during the daytime, even though the daytime is when I wanted to do the video. And when I got done doing another video before it, it was close to nighttime, so I decided just to do another real life superhero intro for the nighttime with the same costume and with one different theme, and one theme kept the same. The theme songs. The walkout theme will be the Neat Flicks Something You Can Never Own song, and that will be mostly used as the outro for most videos. And the intro song, the first song that will play before I make my grand entrance, will be Jeff Hardy's, professional wrestler Jeff Hardy's Modest to the Top. So yeah, this is the daytime version. Once again, the topics will be the same. There will be various reviews, rants on social and current events and various forms of media and entertainment. So, with that being said, let me hit the music and get started right now.
Modest to the top, modest at the top, modest past the top, still modest past the top, straight to the top of the hill, keep heading up and start shining while we should do. Know what is real and how really still. Feel the pain, sometimes feels in a way that you rise as strong as we face in this life. There's a lot of time there to make a showcase. This meals you with your appetite. Know if you like it, but what it should show how the style you perfect your life. Show the way to make it right. Make it to the top of no prohibition. Until you feel there's nothing more for you to forsake. Cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you go through. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets, yeah, I'm tired of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in death. Baby, step in the back bed, I'll show you what happened. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to games, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to games, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and fight and fight for the things you know you love. To what you think is right, and you like to let you fight. So fight and die for the things you know you love. To what you think is right, and you like to let you lie. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me, and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own.
Hey everybody, it's time for my rant on the WWE and TNA Impact Wrestling partnership. Since no one else will say it, I will. There's only one video talking about WWE and TNA's partnership. Not only talking about it, but ranting about it. You got the wrestlers and the fans still pretending this is a good thing. TNA has become totally unwatchable to me now, thanks to WWE. Impact Wrestling, from Impact Wrestling since 2011, since 2011 has consistently been exciting and the best wrestling show. And since 2017 has had a rebirth, has had a small rebirth and a resurge in popularity and interest in the product. And it was exciting every night since 2017 watching Impact Wrestling. There were small down periods here and there, but they always quickly bounce back. But now the product is what you call it. Impact Wrestling, TNA. When it's just Impact Wrestling and TNA, it's awesome. But when the WWE people are involved, especially worse, the NXT people are involved, it is the worst thing ever. And now, most recently, that NXT garbage piece of trash, Trick Williams, is now the WWE, is now the Impact Wrestling World Champion. Other than NXT jobbers appearing on Impact Wrestling, we get nothing. Impact Wrestling is not benefiting at all from this partnership with WWE. I like the Impact Wrestling AEW partnership from 2021. That was exciting and compelling TV. This isn't. And now, an NXT piece of garbage, piece of trash, beat Impact Wrestling's world champion, Joe Henry. For the world heavyweight, beat Joe Henry for the world heavyweight, the Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Championship. Before Frankie Kazarian, who in my opinion, he's the guy who should have took the title off of him. I would even take Santana, who's coming up. So like I said, Impact Wrestling, it's just been totally unwatchable. Like I said, when it's the Impact wrestlers, their roster, their own storylines, it's awesome. But as soon as the NXT people appear, it started with when Joe Henry was world champion. When Joe Henry was actually no, it really started at It started at the Royal Rumble at WrestleMania. Let's start with it really WrestleMania, but let's start with the Royal Rumble where it officially started. Joe Henry came out, and in just minutes, he was quickly buried in the Royal Rumble. Now I know, they were not going to have an outsider win the Royal Rumble, but you can do better. Joe Henry should have lasted longer and done better than that if you really wanted to put over Impact Wrestling and if you're really serious about this partnership. But that was the Royal Rumble. The next one was WrestleMania. This one was the worst. And I was already not watching WWE and probably will never watch WWE again because of this.
They had my boy Joe Henry come out in a 3-minute match. Job to Randy Orton in a 3-minute match. A world champion, not just any Impact wrestler, an Impact Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion, the leading guy in a 3-minute match. And people defending this garbage, saying, "Oh, the fans know who Joe Henry is." Man, no one cares. The same people cheering Joe Henry are the same people who are already watching him and familiar with him. He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything special. No one cares about wrestling these days. It's a niche audience. Only the diehards like it. Even the casuals who still watch and like wrestling, they watch it every now and then and come around for big time shows like WrestleMania. They're not going to remember or care about Joe Henry after this. But yeah, that was the straw that broke. That was the straw that broke the camel's back. But it keeps getting worse. Going back to what I'm saying, we don't even get wrestlers like AJ Styles, LA Knight, my boy Drake Maverick, Rockstar Spud, Drew Galloway, and many more wrestlers who actually wrestled for Impact Wrestling. We don't get them on shows. The biggest star we got was Sean Waltman, X-Pac. That's the biggest one we got. The biggest Impact Wrestling star to appear in this crossover is Sean Waltman. Sean Waltman. No, we get NXT trash. It shows you what WWE thinks of Impact Wrestling. You don't see any of the wrestlers from the major shows, Raw and SmackDown. No, we see garbage from NXT. Garbage, unproven, trash jobbers from NXT being pushed as legit main eventers. This Trick Williams is pushed as an actual threat to Joe Henry. Not only was he a threat, he ended up winning the belt from him. You had that Oda Fema guy who was atrocious, man. Atrocious. Then so yeah, then finally we get another Impact Wrestling wrestler. Robbie E. Impact Wrestling's Robbie E. Except he's not Robbie E. He's the crappy WWE Robert Stone owner character. Then, so yeah, and then I just recently read the news that Trick Williams beat what's his name, and now oh yeah, I forgot. I kept forgetting the last one. Then the last one, it gets worse. It gets worse. Said one of the best things about Impact Wrestling is besides the roster and Joe Henry, and most recently Joe Henry as world champ, was Santino Marella. Marella as director of authority in Impact Wrestling, was as the authority figure. Oh, he's now feuding with Robert Stone, Robbie E from Impact Wrestling, and this upcoming pay-per-view, Against All Odds, he'll be wrestling him in a loser leaves Impact Wrestling match. So Santino Marella will be potentially leaving, not only stepping down as director of authority, but potentially leaving Impact Wrestling. Like I said, this show is just totally unwatchable. It's not even Impact Wrestling. It's NXT, WWE show 3 or 4. Now. Then with the other news, oh yeah, this is another company. So I wasn't gonna mention it here, but I got to mention it here. AAA, the Mexican wrestling company, WWE buying up that. That makes me fearful fearful of TNA. See, I don't want WWE near anything in Impact Wrestling, AEW, or any company. No, because all these wrestlers at one point were in WWE, and WWE thought nothing of them. But then you have AEW, Impact, New Japan, and all these promotions recognize the potential, recognize the value of these wrestlers, and now WWE wants to come in and collect on those companies' hard work and what those companies have done. No. See, as much as I love Impact Wrestling, I'm taking a break until this partnership is over. I don't trust WWE. I don't like Triple H. And their product is interfering with what's his name. Joe Henry. They were talking about Joe Hendry having an injury. So the next it sucks, but the next champion should be Kazarian. They call your shot winner Kazarian. This plan got ruined with Ethan Page. When Ethan Page returned to Impact Wrestling, who the hell cares about Ethan Page now? So yeah, and this goes out to everyone who keeps saying this partnership is good. This partnership is terrible. The wrestlers aren't saying things. They don't want to get fired or punished. One of the things I can't stand about wrestlers, they never say what they mean until much later. They never say what they mean. They never can say or say what they mean. I'm gonna last a day working for these companies because I would be the first to call these companies out on BS. Then you got then you got the fans talking about how this has been exciting before, when nothing about this has been all that exciting. Only Impact Wrestling alone is exciting, which it was before this crappy partnership. They didn't need this crappy partnership. The same people they're not benefiting from it. The same people who watch Impact Wrestling are the same which goes. They're not getting any new viewers towards Impact. It's the same people who've been watching and following the product since it popped up in 2002 and hit television in 2004 and 5. WWE, it's the same diehard fans, and maybe the casuals will come back every now. And the casuals will come back when a big time pay-per-view is happening. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. 2 rants on WWE are coming next. You don't hear the rest of the music? Turn the video off right now.
Don't wanna sleep in, cause I got something to prove. I gotta take what I hate and finally make a move. I think of you and all the shit you don't do. Well, I'ma make hella sure that I don't become you. Have no regrets outside of my chest. I'll never forget what it's like to be in dead. Been stabbed in the back bed, I'll show you what happens. Pass me the mic and I'll show you with action. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to gains, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you could never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and you like to what you want. So fight fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and she likes to hurt you more. So give me all the scars, I'm a human being. Cover them with tattoos so you can't see. Knew it from the start, you had problems with me, and the things I could be, I just wish I had seen. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to games, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. I feel this pain, you already know. Turn that to games, let my money show. I've got these things that I can't let go. Watch me turn this life into something that you can never own. So fight and die for the things you know you love. Do what you think is right, and she likes to hurt you.